Okay, so now we're going to look at doing the HTML section, and we need to go to this website and right mouse button, save link as, create your folder, and extract your work into that folder. Okay, this has already been done. Okay, so now again we've got a student who's tried to make a style sheet and has failed at it. And so we've been given an incorrectly given style sheet which we need to fix. So to start off with, it's just telling us what we need. That the red needs to be FF, the green FF, the blue 0, and you should know that the blue should be 0 0, and so on. And then we're going to come down to question 28 is the actual question. This bit here is just information for you. And I'm going to be editing this in Expressions4. It's a free software, so you can download it from Microsoft. Okay, it's underlining a few things for us. Okay, so for example, background colour, it's spelled with a U, so it won't accept that. It's just trying to tell you that that's invalid. Okay, and here it's trying to tell you that the property value itself is invalid. So, heading 1, and I'm going to make this a bit smaller to fit in. Okay, and on heading 1, I need to go back here, and it should be red, FF, sorry, for the red, and FF for the green. So I'm actually going to use the wizard. I'm going to go right mouse button, and I'm going to modify the style. And here you see reddy green. So I'm going to choose a kind of, well, it doesn't actually matter what colour I take. And up here I have the hexadecimal, so it should be FF, FF, 0 0 0 0. Okay, and then my font on this one, just to show you how this works, it's already got Arial there, and I'm going to actually write this one in. So, and then we separate using a comma. So it's going to try and find the first font. If it can't find this font, it will look onto the second font. And if it can't find this font, it will then move on to any sans serif font. Okay, the font size, it's got mega big here, it should be 24, and not pixels, but points. And then we need it to be center aligned. So that's in the block area, and you see here it's spelled center wrong, so we're going to go to center. And we're going to click on. Okay. And now you can see that my heading 1 has been modified. Okay, I'm going to click down here and modify heading 2. Okay, this time it wants it to be Arial. The red, actually if I can just, this time I'm just going to choose red and actually just change the, so no red, no green, and CC for the blue. Biggish should be 16 points, and it should be right aligned. And move on to heading 3. And heading 3 against Arial. Okay, 12 points. The colour, this time I'm just going to write in the colour, so hash for hexadecimal, and then 0 0 0 0 CC for the blue. and this time we want it to be center aligned. And now I might modify my list 1. My list 1, the colour wants to be, this time the colour is correct, that's all, just to show that. And it wants it in hexadecimal, so we'll make sure it is actually appearing in hexadecimal and not just written as black. And I've got the Arial set. The font needs to be 12 points. And it needs to be left aligned. So you can see here they've misspelled left. So. And then finally for the list, we want the list. At the moment it's got, it wants it to be a disk, and that's fine. So there's all the different choices we had. If we were doing numbers, okay, you have two different ones, decimal leading 0. But we want to have a look at, for this one, disk. And now we have the body. So right mouse button again, modify the body section, so Arial, 12 points. And it needs to be black, but we really want it to be in hexadecimal, so hash, no red, no green, no blue. And then our block, and it is left aligned. Now we move on to the body, and the body we're just changing the background colour. And in here we go to the background. Anything we want to do with the background, if you wanted to do an image for example, we would browse on there, and in fact I'm just going to type in the background colour. So I'm going to do hash 00 CC FF. Okay. Now you can see here, because I'd used the wizard and not the previous property that was invalid, it exists. So I'm just going to delete, highlight and delete that off, and just tidy up my code a little bit. And we need to record that as style. And just make sure that we're saving this as a CSV file. And now that style sheet's been saved. Now we're going to move on, and we'll take a screenshot of that and put it into our evidence document. Now we need to open up the J13 super.h. So we'll just go open, and okay, in fact I'm going to take a different way to it, and now the HTML document, that's the start. So I'm going to click on the attached style sheet, browse. I need to get to my desktop. And now you can see the style sheet I've made is now actually appearing on the web page. So I'll replace the candidate number, center number with your own, and you set the table border to 2. So I'm going to just make sure the entire table is selected. Table properties, and the table border size is 2. And the table needs to fill the width of the. So I'm going to click on to the table properties again, and I'm going to make it percentage and 100%. Replace the logo here with the image J13 logo. Okay, so that should be in this box here. And go back into design, insert picture from file, okay, and then we need to have a look at the most appropriate pictures and insert the most appropriate pictures. So a starfish is going to go in here. Okay, don't worry about the size because we'll probably have to resize these afterwards. So I need a shark. And then a turtle. Turtle. Okay. Resize the images so they are 200 pixels wide and maintain their aspect ratios. So our picture properties, the appearance, and they are 200. You can see here we've kept the aspect ratio. If I didn't want to keep it, I would untick that. So again, it was the right mouse button. Okay, save the web page. In which case, if this happens in the exam, we would talk to the invigilator to explain what we were doing. Display the web phrase in our browser and then print off the actual source code. So we go File, I'm going to preview it in Chrome. If I need to change the zoom to see everything, I would do. And then to print off the code, I click onto Code and then go File, okay. And that would be the end of the exam. And now all I have to do on the HTML document is find out where I attached the style sheet, the table borders and width, and the 3 images that I'd resized.